everyone!
Hello everybody, it's your old friends of Monday Madness and welcome to Alola. Yeah.
Oh,
you did the thing, yeah. Yeah, just imagine
the enthusiasm that we've had for this.
Just imagine us doing the McDonald's fucking like logo and you've got Alola in a nutshell.
Well, I'm loving it.
I'm not. I quite like Alola in fairness. So it's your old friends.
Here. Yeah. They're going to have to do a 2-hour tutorial before they actually get to watch the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not going to actually be doing any battles until you know how to catch Pokemon, talk to Pokemon, do moves, and learn how to deal with How, who's functionally retarded. So,
I mean, look, didn't you have trouble fighting him? Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, I did actually, but that was self-inflicted in fairness, which I will get to. So it's your old friends Jonathan, James, and Mookie joining you for what is now round 7 of PokéMadness. We are very, very close to the finale. Mookie, you are currently leading the series.
Yay!
You could win it here. I will just draw attention to that. You are on match point, and we are going to try and spoil your day. This is like you.
That said, this is still going to go on into Gen 9 and 10.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, that's true.
Like, well, for now, season 1.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, so for now, for now, your coronation, ironically enough, could be in Galar, which, I expect if it does happen, we will get the trumpets out. You will get a cape and a crown, and we will go, "All hail King Mookie!"
I'm not coming unless there's doilies.
And then there's a revolution, and you just get your head cut off.
I'm not coming.
If Monday Madness out of context account will love that.
Yes.
So, if obviously you must be familiar with the series by now, but if not, we have played through a Gen 7 game of choice, either Sun or Moon, not the Ultras. We leave them alone for now. So I was on Moon.
Both of us are on Sun.
Yeah. Both of us are on Sun. And we obviously got our starters allocated from the last run. So I got Rowlet. James, you got Litten, the fire starter, Twisted fire starter, and Mookie, you got Popplio, the one that no one liked.
Yeah. I remember them getting announced to begin with. It's such a divide between people loving Rowlet and people loving Litten.
And then Popplio got nothing.
But the thing was, as time went on, it got worse. It got less love.
Yeah, exactly.
As it then devolved from the little clown into the ballerina.
Yeah, and it became like a fairy type, and that's when everyone was saying, "Oh." This is why no one likes you.
Such hate. Yeah. So Mickey, how'd you get on?
I'll kick off then. I'll kick off talking about my run, because I had the grass starter, which eventually becomes into the archery king owl, whatever you want to call it, Decidueye.
In fairness, that probably should have been saved for Galar, where it could have been a Robin Hood kind of type.
It could have been a Robin Hood, absolutely.
I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity.
It was actually, in fairness, but you never know. It could be used in storyline. You never know.
We could have a Galar form.
We could have, yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know. So, my playthrough. Full disclosure, we were supposed to be doing this like weeks ago, and I was the stick in the mud here because I had I'm the editing everything on the channel, and these lads had time on their hands. I did not, so I was way behind the pace, and a lot of it is self-inflicted because. What I found from the playthrough was we were kind of doing the same thing we did with Gen 6, and that was to not use the experience share.
Yep.
And basically, you can have the option to set it to all or set it to nothing. And in Gen 6, you could arguably get away with it because if you if you're like at 1 or 2 levels underneath the norm, you get the extra experience and you build up that way. And plus with the super training and all that sort of stuff, you're able to, you have your stats maxed out so you can pinpoint what you're aiming for and all that stuff. Gen 7, you really do need the experience share on. Like, in my opinion, you really do, because the totems will hit you on the blind side because they're all souped up straight. So you need a team, a team of 6.
You need to be ready going in.
You need a team of 6 going in, and you need to be able to go, fuck it, right, this is gone, I've done enough damage, I've chipped away. Yep. So a lot of those battles are attritional. And then for the most part then, because you've been expected to grind, well, you're not expected to grind, but you're expected to have a solid team with everyone at the same level. So your rivals have that extra little bit of experience above that.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit frustrating if you are way behind the curve like I was. At one point, I was 12 levels down on the rival.
Holy shit.
That's how far back I was.
No wonder you were so fucked.
Yeah.
I just thought you made some weird choices with your team.
Well, I was also trying not to use Z moves, you see.
That's fair.
I'd say I managed to make that happen in my one, but...
I had to bequeath eventually, but I didn't use it on everybody. It was just on 1 or 2 people that I knew would use it well. But overall, like, my playthrough was obviously laborious because of the experience share, so it wasn't a pleasant playthrough. There was a lot of for this because I've always mentioned this. I always come in with a team of 6 in mind. I made 2 or 3 changes actually to what I had in mind. I was going to run with certain things, and I said, actually, I could leave these for Gen 8, and these things will they're good. I like them, but they won't last pissing time in a battle.
Yeah.
So I have to think more I have to actually try and win this fucking thing. So
does that mean he's not using Arcanine?
So that's up to you to decide. Could be the opposite. You don't know.
They might not survive the glue factory in Galar.
You never know.
Oh, no, we don't know that yet, so we shouldn't comment on it just yet.
No, exactly. And by the time this comes out,
just don't mention the war, Mickey.
Don't talk about the Brits. If you say it 3 times in front of a mirror, they appear and colonise everything you own. That's how they do. That's how they work. Anyway, moving on. So, obviously my playthrough was struggle. Actually catching the things I wanted was such a fucking chore. I generally wasted 20 Ultra Balls on the one guy I wanted.
So that has given me a bit of a running start on who I think you might have.
Yeah, I would say that's quite right.
Yeah.
You will be right in that assessment, because we're probably thinking the same thing for both of your teams as well. Because we were all going to mention it when we get to predictions, but it's a fairly obvious choice. Separating my playthrough from the game, I actually genuinely do enjoy Gen 7. Because it's actively tried to do something different with the Pokemon formula, and not just in Gen 6 where it's a ham-fisted fucking attempt at Mega Evolutions. There are Alolan forms, Pokemon get a new lease of life in this.
Yeah.
You've got your Z moves that are a new lease of life. You still have your Megas, and they're actually probably better deployed in Gen 7 than they were in Gen 6.
Yep.
So everything's revised, smooth. The actual game itself, the story actually feels like an adventure, because it feels different. There's no gym battles.
Once
you look like you're on
that tutorial.
Yeah, exactly. When you go through the whole stuff and you do actually start getting into it, and the story is very, very good, and the plots are very good. Characters are still annoying as balls, but that's kind of the norm now for these Pokemon games, because it's for a younger audience. So being here for 20 years, being here for 20 years, realise I know we know this, we know what to do. Thanks Sword and Steel, by the way, for having tutorials skippable, which is we greatly appreciate that, by the way. But
I'm actually going to start getting nostalgic about the tutorials. I'm going to go.
I'm going to play the tutorial just for Pig Iron.
Yes.
I want to be treated like an idiot, and that's the way it's going to be. But overall, really enjoyed the playthrough. Now that my team is fully formed, ready to rock, the battle tree was very, very generous to me.
Was there any other interesting fuck ups, say you got stuck at one of the How fights?
Yes, I was stuck on several of them actually. I was stuck on the last Guzma fight on the Paradise, on the floating platform. Stuck on that for a while. Losing me wasn't too bad because she was all predominantly fairy, so I was able to handle that no problem.
Interesting.
And and How was the problem because he was I noticed that kind of Victory Road area, the mountain was really, really short, and it didn't really reflect the jumping levels that he would have over you.
Yeah.
So when you do get to he's basically your warm up for the Elite Four, he's way above you at that stage. Now I think at that stage maybe you were expected to just explore everything in the world and collect everything and then challenge the league. That wasn't really adequately explained or laid out. I wouldn't call it a failing.
To be fair,
I think it's something that was assumed to be done.
To be fair to Carlos, Victory Road wise, lots of shit were allegedly cut, but I felt like the Victory Road then was actually pretty decent challenge wise, whereas Alola's one was really short.
Yeah,
so it was just
the other fuck up I had, right? Because we have had an unofficial rule from the start of this series since Gen 2 that if we do run into a shiny, with the exception to Red Gyarados, if you run into a shiny, we must catch it and use it if we haven't locked our team in already.
Yeah.
So I had this in Gen 4 after my team was locked in and ready to go.
So
ready to rock.
You were fine.
Yeah, I got a shiny Pelipper. Killed it in one go by accident. Yeah. And in this one, I got a shiny
which you ignored.
I didn't ignore. I killed by accident because I was trying to catch it. It was one of my 6 on my team.
Oh no!
So it was intended to be a shiny.
So we can't you bastard! Now we don't even get to know what it is now.
Okay, so that kind of throws my prediction off a little bit.
I was shocked to see it. I was like, holy fuck! No, this can't.
Because I was going to say he might have had a Marini and he came across a shiny Corsola in the meantime.
With the SOS battles, yeah. Yes. That's another thing we didn't mention too. The SOS battles.
I mean, I would have just shot that Corsola in the face. Even.
But overall,
no. So whenever he was saying that, that was me jumping on that.
Yeah, I was thinking something similar, way back when.
Yeah, But my team, once they were fully grown up, fully fledged, and were running on all cylinders, man, this team was good. Like, I really do like this team. Like, before this, I was mentioning that Gen 2 was probably my favourite overall because I won. But obviously, it's part of. I actually do have things I do like in that team. This is kind of close. This is like I quite like my Gen 5 team, bar Superior. This is on par with that, I think.
Okay, so can you tell us what gen was everything from at this stage?
As in my team?
Yes.
No, I'll tell you in the predictions.
Okay. Fair enough.
We have a running order, James. Don't fuck with the formula.
Hold your mud stills.
Whoa, Nelly. Or whatever her name was. James, how was your run with Lytton?
So, with Lytton, by and large, it was fine.
Super speedy, yeah.
I get a lot of what you had said with yours, that like without the EXP share, you end up dropping in levels a lot. I made use out of the Pokepalgo from the get-go. So
yes,
once
of course.
that became an option, every, as I was finishing any day, I chucked them into that and okay, level up, and through using that helped keep me sane.
Yeah.
Now I ran my entire playthrough without a set end team in mind, seeing what worked, what didn't, and there were one that I tried to get to work that just couldn't.
Yeah.
Was the Alolan Raichu. I wanted to make that work in the team, but it just couldn't.
It just can't. Like, it just can't hack the session.
No, its
really
ability
can't.
is crap unless you have Tapu Koko.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Very true.
That's one thing I hate about the anything that works well with terrain like Raichu or
you need to. It works in doubles, but not really anywhere else.
Yeah. It's like, at least say with the weather legendaries, they eventually added those abilities to normal guys.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't with this.
Yeah.
About halfway through, I had to give up on Raichu. The other one that I tried to make, it was so crap for the first age of the game, and then it just became fantastic at the very end, was Archeops. Which I caught at the beginning of the game, and I had it pretty much the whole way through. It saw me through to the Ultra Beast fight.
That's a very surprising pick.
And then it was just basically, it has such a long level grind until it reaches the end. I got stubborn. I just wanted to say, no, I'm going to see this through for a playthrough. It finally got good, and I was like, it's finally useful. But I have to set it aside because I know it wouldn't survive.
It'll be counterintuitive if you put it in.
Yes, exactly.
Better the way we play.
As far as once I got that finished, it was a case of running just like constantly running at a wall to get the battle tree working. Got everything from that. I'm not too sure what else to throw out. I didn't run into any shinies on this run either.
Yep. Do we have any trade evolves in our midst?
We did not sort this out, but I don't.
I don't.
And I don't. So we know no trade evolves at all between the three of us.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
now we have that
that
in the
was
bud.
myself.
I want to, before I get into mine, I just want to say fuck that little Meowth that your mum has in the game. Because what I found was I was travelling while I was playing my son. So I had all the time in the world, 30,000 feet in the air to do this, and I was very sleep deprived. But fuck's sake, the worst thing about that tutorial in Melee was, and Meowth just goes meow, and then everyone turns and laughs at it for 10 seconds.
No, that was such
It's called comic relief, Mookie.
Yeah.
You should be able to speak Meowth by now. Have you not watched the anime enough?
This was probably the game with the most amount of comic relief that...
Well, they had they had characters designed just for comic relief.
It did. Team Skull. It might not be the best.
They are the best.
music.
They are the best.
They might not have the best reasoning behind it and things like that, but they are the best. They're the funniest. I mean, it's your boy Gus and that.
They're a great bunch of lads.
He has all the slack.
Yeah. They have everything.
But mine.
How was your playthrough overall, though?
Yeah, so I was going mental the first few hours of my first flight, wondering who am I going to pick, because after the whole duck plan last gen, I was really at a loss creatively as to what, there wasn't really anything that sparked an idea of I want to run a team based on maybe this guy and this guy. All I had to go off was obviously Primarina. Now I did set a restriction for myself, which I'll reveal at the predictions.
Yeah.
Not now. because it will.
It will affect it.
Yeah, it will affect it. I don't want to give it to you too early.
Yeah.
The first part was hell for me because, like, the whole experience share thing was a pain in the ass. Got to the first totem fight, and actually first 3 or 4 actually, it was basically past the fire one. I was fine.
Yeah. Fire was where you get the Pokepelago.
Yeah.
So Pokepelago.
So like the worst thing about my team for say the first half of the game was it wasn't that I couldn't beat anything.
Yeah.
It was just that I had game against everything, which kind of goes for my final team as well. Yeah. But fuck me, did it take ages.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I remember one of the just random wild SOS battles. It wasn't even a totem one. I was practically crying because I couldn't do enough damage to the guy.
Yeah.
That it would get low enough that Poplio couldn't kill it in one shot, so then it would call an ally. And it would just
keep rotating.
I had to.
That is the most annoying thing about them. I had to wait for
a critical hit, and I got it eventually, and that was that. But past that, I discovered something interesting in the fire trial.
Yeah.
Which was that.
I love that trial, by the way. It's so
the
fucking terrible.
And again, there's more.
And then the Hydra going, hello!
More comic relief.
Love it.
But I accidentally, because of a misclick, discovered a way to sort of find an experience which did really help me at that stage, which was in Pelago. If you pick the wrong option, like it's not like, oh, it's that Marowak in the back left, you have to fight a Marowak, but then they ask you again, and if you intentionally ask
you keep getting the same Marowak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of
and obviously
neat.
with say the water starter, that was just easy experience for me.
Primary estate.
So that is
interesting.
That sort of gave me the extra bump there. I did actually spend, I think, at least an hour or two.
Jesus.
Playing it. Yeah, so I was
fantastic.
I got
whatever
there.
works.
Yeah.
So with my restrictions in place, I had no mega on my team. If I was to finally go with what I had.
Okay.
The problem was the sixth guy was horrible.
Yeah.
It was awful at the start, which in fairness most of my guys were, but it was completely unusable mid game, end game.
I'll say that about my mega as well. It
but
took a lot for it to be useful.
I basically arrived at the Elite Four.
Metagross is so tough to get. Like actually working, isn't it?
Man, it's such a bitch. Like, it's basic metallic bitch.
I'm not using a Metagross. He has a mustache.
Sorry.
But yeah, after that hump, which seems to be sort of running theme for all of our playthroughs.
Yeah.
It was fine bar being yeeted by Guzma's Glisapod, who got a Chris first impression.
Oh yeah,
that was really that had me in tears because it was just the funniest thing ever to be that fucked over by RNG. Got to the Pokemon League and then I booted out the final guy. I'm not going to say who it was because that's just giving away info. But it was generally that terrible that I was like, no, fuck it,
done.
Go grab the mega that I wanted to use. There we go. And then that was it.
Okay, very good.
I will say one of mine was very annoying to catch. Because again, it was a case of SOS battles, but
you're about using Metagross.
When it called in its ally, it was strong enough as it was to do a lot of damage to me.
Yeah, I get
so
you.
I was always dealing with, I've got two things here
to deal with,
that'll be tough to fight, tough to whittle down.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So
because one thing we've had from the kind of the back and forth before this is a lot of giving out about our starters. James, you're not a fan of Incineroar, am I right in saying that?
In general, I'm not, but that's mainly because it is slower than its pre-evolution.
Yeah.
It is a lot of what makes what makes a good fire starter is it should be a glass cannon.
Yes, generally speaking.
It needs to be fast, it needs to hit hard.
Yeah.
Or it needs to be bulky as hell and hit hard.
Yeah.
Incineroar isn't either
He's
of those.
either of them, yeah. He's in that kind of weird middle region.
He is. Yeah. And I know its hidden ability makes it a lot better when it gets intimidated as its hidden ability. But just as its base ability of Blaze made it really annoying to use.
Yeah. Because it doesn't have that great fire variety, really.
No.
In comparison to its stats as well, because it's physically oriented.
It can be used either way.
Yeah.
You can absolutely make it
Mixed, maybe.
You can make it mixed. You can make it special oriented and ignore the dark aspects entirely.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the time I did before I sorted out my EVs.
Yeah.
Like where I was like, yeah, it can get flamethrower. There we go. That'll
do it. That'll cover
clean
that
up
then.
a lot.
Yeah. Did you have the same problem yourself, Mookie, with
No,
Purina,
see, the thing is, if you guys recall, when I got Ultra Sun, like months and months after its release, I just turned around to you and I was like, I want to do a sort of pseudo-nuzlocke challenge. Just tell me what starter I should use. And you both turned around and was like, fuck you, Poplio. And so, other than that, I wouldn't have known what it was like, but it was honestly fairly solid. Like, it's not
good.
It's
it is
not
good.
That speedy, but its special attack is really fucking high.
And it's also the types you can get on it. It's just it becomes a very serious special attacker.
Yeah,
you know.
So for a while you have to deal with just Aqua Jet.
Yeah.
And of course that doesn't gel with it. But once it got to Bubble Beam, it was just completely fine. And then Fairy's good, like attacking defensively. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. There was no it's despite the hate, it doesn't really deserve it.
No, it's actually solid.
Yeah.
It's solid
enough. It probably would be the most all rounder out of the three. I've had
better typing. Best typing out of the lot, I would say.
I've had Sidgewai. I would have played that as my normal playthrough.
Yeah.
And I'll say I would have gone for that if given the choice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it myself, so I won't say no, but no to it. So before we get to predictions, in case you're wondering what's new in Gen 7, quite a bit actually. We're talking about what they've done in terms of the story. So there's no gyms, none of that. But in terms of the gameplay mechanics, two big things. The first thing is Alolan forms. So this is kind of I suppose this was an idea that was put across because this is set in like a Polynesian vibe kind of area, so there's regional variants. So a lot of Gen 1 guys get basically a new lease of life because we all know they love Gen 1 unequivocally over everyone else, and that's not going to change.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys who basically have been forgotten, if you will, over the years.
In a lot of cases, that property gave them a new chance to be relevant.
Yes. Now, I don't think that none of them really stuck as such, at least not from a competitive front, but in gameplay wise. Marowak was good,
definitely.
but it doesn't really have to...
Some of them were good. I think, there was Marowak, there was Mork. I don't know if Golem worked out well, which, you know...
I don't think so, because it was still double weak ground.
I still thought it was a really interesting thing where he could get the electric version of Aerialate, so he could use,
Shockwave,
like stab explosion.
Yeah.
And that would have been fun for me.
That would have been funny, yeah. And then you had the ones that just didn't matter, like Alolan Doug Trio. That actually made it worse.
Oh, that was just funny.
That was just funny.
That was just funny.
Yeah.
The He-Man knockoff.
Yeah.
I think that they just hire a comedian as part of the development process.
Yeah,
this time.
something like that.
Like they brought in someone. Okay, we need a bit of comic relief, and he just happened to meet one of the designers.
Yeah, exactly.
And
the worst thing is, and
let's not forget Executor as well. Probably the best one.
No, in fairness, yeah.
It's the funniest
one. The
one.
thing is, I remember way back, actually looking into the Alolan Duck Trio thing.
Yeah.
There's some weird justification of it. It's something to do with volcanoes leaving.
It's got metal fibres as hair, basically.
Leaving stuff on beaches.
Iron filings.
That look like hair, and that turns Duck Trio into He-Man.
Sure, whatever.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm open for anything, really. Yeah. So, let's jump into predictions then. This is the fun part. So, we're going to do the same thing we did with Gen 6, and we're going to give our Gen breakdown. And we're also going to do, because for this, we're going to see, you have the rules up on screen already, but we're both going to be allowing Z-moves and Omega in these teams, because we can't get them in this, and they're not a thing in Gen 8 anymore, so we're going to get our fucking use out of them until we see otherwise.
Yep.
So, I'll give my breakdown first then, if I can remember it. I have 3 Gen 7s, 2 Gen 3s, and 1 Gen 1.
Okay, interesting.
James, care to share?
Okay. I have 1 Gen 6.
Yeah.
2 Gen 3s. 2 Gen 1s and 1 Gen 7.
1 Gen 7, so you're... Ooh, wow.
Yep.
So you have 1 Gen 6, 1 Gen 1, what's the other ones?
No, 2 Gen 1.
2 Gen 1s, right?
2 Gen 3.
Yeah.
1 Gen 7.
That is very, very interesting.
And what was your breakdown again?
My one was 3 Gen 7s.
Whoa.
2 Gen 3s and 1 Gen 1. And Mookie, what was yours?
Yeah, so I have
you want to take out your Game Boy so you can...
Don't share the rest of the class.
In fairness, I got to the Elite Four.
Whenever you're ready, like, lads, you know.
Professionalism. That's what I love about you, Mookie.
Can I actually just make up the team right now? We have an hour to kill. So
you still need to beat Elite Four, yeah.
So I have 2 Gen 1s.
Right.
I have no Gen 2s.
Yeah.
I have 1 Gen 3.
Yeah.
I've no Gen 4 or 5s.
Okay.
But I have 2 Gen 7s. So it's 2 Gen 7s, 2 Gen 1s, a Gen 3, and then obviously Primarina.
So you have 3 Gen 7s
you have
overall?
3 Gen 7s then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh god, way to make it confusing.
So, let's just get this out of the way, lads. Metagross? Metagross, yeah, fair.
So we're calling everyone has a Metagross.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just easier overall.
This is Garchomp all over again, where like...
Yeah. I think like future me is gonna thank me for that, because then I can just have all 3 of them slide on the screen at one time.
Yeah.
Are we gonna call Megas on anyone?
I'm happy with us all calling Mega Metagross.
I'm going to call Mookie from Metagross.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to call both of you on now.
Alright, fine.
So we're all calling that as the Megas.
God, this is boring shit. We all know what it does.
Yeah. So
I'm going to say your other Gen 3 is Salamence.
Alright. Would you go along with that?
Ooh, I would actually go back then, take off the Mega Metagross, and he's going for Mega Salamence.
So he's 2 Gen 3s.
Yeah, he's 2 Gen 3s. No, Salamence is the Mega. Metagross is normal, is what I would say, because...
It's the explosion.
It's breakneck. Relax.
Use the right name.
So we have 2 for Jonathan, thanks.
Yes. So, yeah.
Well, I haven't said anything yet, so I'll go for...
We haven't noticed, by the way.
I'll go for Gliscopod in both of yours.
Okay.
That's a fair assessment, yeah.
I said Gliscopod in Jonathan's. And I said Gliscopod in Mookie's with a Z move.
Fuck, yeah, I mean... Again, I'm very mindful of similar types in this. Because Mookie has the water starter, and I had other waters earmarked for his team. So I'm not sure...
Class.
That's right. I want to hold off on Gliscopod and his team just now until we kind of eliminate a few of them. See what the rest of his team looks like, and if there's space for Gliscopod, we'll put him in.
Yeah. Okay.
So where am I at? So, James, you have Whimsicott.
Okay.
You have Whimsicott because you have Sun, and I think your team,
I would go with that. It's got Prankster. Which
you absolutely need Whimsicott on your team.
It's just Prankster slightly nerfed, but
it's slightly nerfed, but he can still get the screens up.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, for his Incineroar and perhaps the rest of his team, I think getting the screens up are crucial.
You
if he's
might want to look up what my Gen breakdown is for that.
1 Gen 6.
Whimsicott is Gen 5.
Oh yeah. There is none.
Is Gen 5?
Yes, it's Gen 5.
Yeah,
Gen 5. Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow.
It's one of those ones where I can never really remember it.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I had him down as a Gen 6.
I wasn't
Never
sure
mind.
Should I have corrected you on that or not?
No, you're right.
So what do I have for him?
Okay.
I have a suggestion for James' team. Mimikyu.
Okay.
You already have his... actually, I just noticed here, his Incineroar is his Gen 7, so he's not running Gliscopod.
Okay, and he can't...
He's not running any of Gen 7s.
He can't run Mimikyu then, okay.
Yeah.
Which means that actually cuts out a few of my predictions. Shit.
And this is not what I wanted at all.
What about Braviary?
Gen 5.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Wow, you at least you're being elusive, James. I'll give you that much.
I will... Maybe it's go... No, it's not really going too all in on the dark type.
Yeah.
But I would go for maybe a Alolan Muck on his team.
Alolan Muck for kind of coverage, that sort of thing?
It does what it says, but like obviously he's not actually weak to...
Ground, he is.
Yeah.
Psychic?
Like he doesn't...
No, he doesn't. He gets psychic resistance because of the dark.
He doesn't really open up a huge hole in his team with Incineroar alone, so I think it'll work there, and definitely something he could cover.
It's possible, yeah.
Either that or Alolan Marowak, but I think that he is a bit too much.
He's a bit too much. You already have fire cover with
Yeah.
Incineroar.
So I think it's one of them. And
Or I'd also
Marowak.
propose Executor. You know, because Ice type not really a factor in this game. Like your Ice type, your main Ice type in this game is Crabenimal, and he's fucking terrible. He is really
awful.
bad. He's
In
really
fairness-
bad.
In fairness, that was the main thing that drove me against the Gen 7 Mons is they are so slow.
Yes, they
They
are
hit
horrendously
heavy.
slow.
They hit so heavy.
Yeah.
But they're slow.
So
Which
that's
drove me away from a lot of them.
yeah. So that's why between me, like I think there is a case certainly of like either Muck or Executor on that. I don't know if you go for 2 Alolan forms though.
No,
is the problem. So it would be a choice between the two.
You're not looking at Sandslash or
No,
Ninetales?
no chance. No,
Okay.
no. Now Ninetales possibly
Okay.
because it's fast, but if you will go up against Steel types, Fire types, Rock types, you're fucked.
But there is what I found with my Gen 6 team though. There is a sort of some level of protection with when you have the fire starter. That kind of like my Gen 6 team is that. Yeah, somebody could run it, but so long as you have the fire started, you're fairly safe. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be too afraid of
That
running
is one.
in.
Like fire is not.
So you want to? So will we go with for like? Well, what would you propose if we wanted to split it between like, our preferred Alolan type for his team? Would you go with Muck, let's say, and I would go for like say. Like there's a space possible for Executor and Ninetales and Muck. Like they're all fair game really.
Yeah, and he does have 2 Gen 1, so I think I'm kind of warming to the Executor idea.
Yeah,
I think
we'll go Executor then. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
I
also
think-
afraid because I don't know much about the Alolan Executor.
I think it has good moves and it's really, by all intents and purposes, it just if it comes against an Ice type, it's fucked.
Yeah.
By all accounts, but
Yeah.
that's generally it. But it and Dragon types obviously, but broadly speaking, it's okay and it has good moves.
To help you guys narrow down
Yeah.
predictions for me.
Yeah. What was your restriction?
Champions of Melemele Island. Bar my final slot, who obviously was replaced, like I said. Everything was from Melemele Island.
Interesting.
Okay.
Do you know what? That doesn't affect my predictions too much because I was talking to James about this earlier on. Now I can't remember if this guy is on Melee. Actually, you were running Sun, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right. I was going to say Orangaroo for your team because I know you're quite a fan of it and how effective it is. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember which game you were on.
Yeah.
But that being said, 2 cannon.
I'm not sure. Its key move takes 2 turns to charge, unless he had it with White Herb, and then that would just be a one-off.
But it's his ability of Skill Link, which I think he's more deploying at this stage. And his Z move is quite
one.
good.
I think for one of his Gen 7s.
Yeah. Do you want to go for it?
Oricorio. Its ability is that if anyone on the team, anyone in play uses a dance move, he copies that dance move and automatically gets it. It also gets Baton Pass.
I see. So you might.
So he sends out his I don't know. For example, you send out your Garchomp. So you send out your Salamence. You use a Dragon Dance. He gets an automatic Dragon Dance. He baton passes on to someone else.
So he might be kind of set to counter in a way.
Yeah.
So
I'd say he's enough of a shitlord to do that.
Yeah, I think you're reasoning very well. I'd go with that. I'll go with Oricorio. I agree with you. I think that's reason well.
I will say that I think after the things I pulled in Gen 6, anything.
I think we are right to. Yeah.
Anything can happen.
It's fair game, yeah.
But I'm trying to think who all could he be running that is a sword stancer, because that's the kind of thing that Oricorio will automatically copy. This is just meant for doubles.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I mean,
I did think for Orangaroo or those ones.
but Simian is possible too.
But he's not on Melemele. He's only on the second one in the jungle.
Oricorio is.
Yeah, and 2 cannon as well.
Actually,
I'd still call
that rules Metagross out for Mickey.
No. Everything bar that guy I swapped out.
Number 6.
Yes.
So that is your mega, you said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
No,
that is
right.
Metagross then.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So in that case, then we're down. We still have like
we've called 3 of Mookie's being Primarina, Metagross, and Oricorio.
I'm gonna call for his Marowak. That's on Akala though, isn't it?
That's on Akala, yeah. So
that's a curious thing, because it actually knocks out a lot of your team.
Yeah.
And yet I'm fascinated on what you could run.
The reason for this was like, we still, like, before the flight, we only, like, it was only the night before that I was like, lads, please let us decide on the whole, do we allow Z-moves and Megas?
Yeah.
So I can actually get started. And then on the plane I needed some direction.
Yeah.
So we haven't called either of his Gen 1s.
That's what's thrown me off.
So I'm
Arcanine is possible, because it is on Mele.
Slowbro is possible.
Slowbro is possible, would be a decent...
He doesn't have Marini at this
I've
rate.
used Slowbro.
He doesn't have...
Marini.
No, because it's not on Mele.
It's Akala.
Yeah. So...
Marini is it not in that bay of Mele?
No.
Also, regardless, Slowbro I used in the very first round.
You did, yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so never mind that.
Yeah. I do think Metagross is Mega, because it makes sense to run it. There's a very obvious set that Metagross has, and I think
he's also run Snorlax already, so
I think Arcanine.
You think Arcanine?
I think so, because there's a space. I think there's a space on his team for a fire type, and I think your idea with the Arcario, I think, going by what he's not covering, he probably is running the Ghost Arcario.
Okay.
You know, because at least then with the Revelation Dance, you've got Ghost types that would murder, now potentially kill off
counter that
Metagrosses.
with a Marowak, because Alolan Marowak gets sword stats.
No.
Cubone is not on the island.
Yes.
Sorry, never mind.
This the thing. So I think that I think that's what he's going for. I think he's going for what I mentioned there. That's now popped out of my brain.
Arcanine.
That's the one.
Yes.
Yes. No, it's a fire type. It has, and we all know Mookie likes breeding, so you get like 4 incredible moves on Arcanine if you work on it.
And yes, James can't make my Pokemon fuck with Attract. I don't know how.
So I don't see how you end up being the most fertile of the three of us, but fuck it, we'll work on it. I've still only got 3 on my team, so
So I think he is going to be running either Marowak or Salazzle.
I don't think he'll go with Salazzle actually.
Do you not?
What I was.
I think he is, and I'm willing to force this. I think he has Salazzle and...
So what do we have down for you so far again?
Decidueye, Metagross, Salamence.
And Golisopod.
And Golisopod, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I'll...
Wait a second. Yeah, we still have room.
Yeah.
We have room for one more Gen 7.
I was going to suggest Arcanine as his fire type.
Yeah.
Because sure, like he was saying, that maybe he saves it for Gen 8, blah blah blah. But we don't need to really spend much time talking about Arcanine. He's very, like, jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything with him.
Mm-hmm.
But Salazzle does sort of open up like a fire slot. It's fairly fast. He doesn't really have a special attacker. Decidueye kind of can, but you know, I think what we have so far on him is just mostly physical attack. So we need some sort of balance.
Yeah.
Between the two.
So you're happy to go with
Salazzle. I'm
Okay.
saving Arcanine for Gen 8, so I'll put
Right.
that down.
I've got predicted Incineroar, Metagross, and Exeggutor.
Yes.
Do you want to call any of my others?
Your Gen 6 is throwing me off here. I
Yeah.
can only think Aegislash, but I don't remember if it's in the game or not. I think it is.
I'm gonna fucking check.
I'm fairly sure it is.
It's not.
It's not? That's what's throwing me off this team here, because I feel like once you have that, that's his ace in the hole. In his
Yeah, I
way.
think this is gonna really fuck us over.
It couldn't be Goodra, could it? Couldn't be.
No. Like, I don't, like, Goodra isn't bad per se, but like he's obviously going to want to really.
That's the thing, because if we're calling Exeggutor, that's a dragon type covert, and you're not going to run 2 dragons. You know.
It's not like I've run 2 dragons before.
No, but that's true. But not with the fairy type in play now. You know.
Yeah, like he's used a lot of dragons, but Gen 6, like.
Gen 6, I used no dragons.
Sorry, but like in terms of just Gen 6 lots, like. I mean, Pandora was kind of terrible.
Yeah, he's not great. I'd be surprised if he used it, but he'd get trounced fairly quickly, unless you have the types to work with it.
There's Trevenant.
There is, but I think this is too meh.
It's very meh. If you have good speed on him, then sure, but it's not worth the hassle.
Unless he wanted to go for, although it's nerfed, Gelwing's Talonflame.
Talonflame is an option, but he already has a fire type.
Yeah, that's true. The way we have it, it's way too stacked.
Now, granted, the rock type is not really a factor in this game.
It's something to always be afraid of, though, especially in doubles. I found.
Well, especially with like rock slide, stone edge around, like they're good moves to have.
Oh yeah.
Broadly speaking,
I'm just always afraid of them because Gary in the battle tree GC'd me with a Rhyperior and Tyranitar spamming rock slide.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
That's
thrown me off actually. Is the Gen 6?
Yeah, I'm at a loss.
And the Gen 3 too, to a lesser extent. It's a very curious team. I will.
I can't at all say if they'll meld well or not.
I'll tell you what I will knock out. Right, I think I'll knock out. I'll confirm the Ninetales because I think having a nice type when there is, well, like my team, like I know for certain, like he's looking at my team and going, this is why he knows fairly certain I have a Salamence. His Ninetales is there to basically kill my team. That's what he's there for. So I think that's I'm going to call for the Ninetales.
Yeah. I don't disagree. This Gen 6 guy, who is this? It's probably going to be very apparent once we get it.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's like one of those, oh, that guy.
Of course, why didn't we think of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have predicted both of my Gen 1s, one of my Gen 3s.
Carbink. That's Gen 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because just because I honestly can't think of anything else, I'll just go.
And it would do the same job as Klefki, but not as effectively.
Yeah, and it's it's
tanky.
really high.
Yeah,
really high.
I think we'll go with Carbink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I give up on the Gen 6 prediction phrase.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Okay, let's go back to Mookie then.
Alright, so we have
Gen 1s left. Gen 1s and Gen 7. One Gen 1 and one Gen 7.
Don't forget, it's got to be Melemele.
It's got to be Melemele.
Vikavolt.
What's that?
Vikavolt.
Vikavolt could very well be. Or Rockruff's evolution.
Lycanroc, yes. He can do a Stealth Rock setup.
Another good boy.
Yes.
And
it's on Sun, so it's a Stealth Rock set.
Yep.
Wouldn't have. Yeah. Okay.
Lycanroc.
I will go with that. Yeah. Lycanroc.
Lycanroc's in both versions, though, right?
Lycanroc's in both, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on top of that, that could be his Z move as well. Z Stealth Rock.
Why? What does he Stealth Rock?
Defense.
What does that do? Oh, okay.
Is it defense? I think it's defense. I remember it comes across a lot in the battle tree, and it's like, oh fuck, not this guy, kind of deal. It's either that or speed. I can't recall.
Okay.
But and of course with a Stellar Rock there as well. That's what I was thinking.
So we have his 3 Gen 7s predicted, his Gen 3. We need one more of his Gen 1s.
Just one Gen 1, yeah. So we're all down to our last predicted guy now. So there's a Gen 3 on James, Gen 1 on mine, and Gen 1 on Mookie's.
Right. A Gen 1 on yours, who could you possibly be running? Who could you be running? And this is in Moon as well. So he's able to have Sandslash. But that's still shit.
No. Moon is Sandshrew, Sun is Vulpix.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm on Moon.
So could he have run?
Could
he have run Sandslash?
I think he would have, but the problem is like he's kind of shit without Slush Rush.
Dragonite. You're able to get Dratini at the partway through the game. Before the Elite Four.
I go with Dragonite because I think he really needs some.
But then we have him with both Salamence and Dragonite.
I think he is going to just go hell for leather. I'd still argue Dragonite because he needs to get on the board, as it were, and he just needs to fuck shit up.
Sorry, you're gonna go for Dragonite, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so that's my team fully predicted. Decidueye, Metagross, Mega Salamence, Golisopod, Salazzle, and Dragonite. Where's the Z move, lads?
Well, the Mega is your Salamence, the Z move is your Metagross.
Right?
Breakneck Blitz.
Yeah.
Z Explosion.
Z Explosion, yeah.
Okay, now that's me done then. So, in terms of James then.
And there's a reason I do think you might have run someone else, and I don't want to say that because that would give away one of my Gen 1s.
You can't explain the reason.
No, I'll happily say it once we start playing.
Yes.
But I do think you've run one of the same things that I have.
Maybe, yeah.
But I can't say.
I do think there's going to be a bit of crossover in our battles, but...
Yeah.
This is going to be like...
Gen 4 all over.
Yeah. Weavile and Garchomp. Nothing else.
But Gen 3 is fascinating, like...
Love Disc. He's considered...
No, sorry. I was going to suggest Marwell. They realise that he already has 2 fairies and 2 steels on his team, on his predicted team. So Mawile is an option, and plus that he would actually have huge power starting off.
He would have to have the Mega though.
That's true. Yeah, he'd have to be just running Mega.
The huge power doesn't come in till the Mega. I'm trying to scroll through the Sun Pokédex now, looking for Gentries.
Obviously, Salamence was the big one.
Yeah, but he's already used it. So
no water types I've noticed on his team so far.
Can he have Melodic?
No.
Can.
He can have Melodic.
Where's Phoebus?
It's catchable. It's like it's in one of those like fishing spots.
Rocket Hill apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's in the water trial place.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'd go with that because.
All right.
It works out.
I did say that some of who I'm throwing out you have seen before.
Yes. The other one I would also propose would have been Wallane, but it's only because of stockpile, really.
No, I would have gone Melodic. Like
Melodic has a special defense. It's solid.
It gets better. He could use that.
Actually,
he could use its ability. He could like throw on the Flame Orb.
Yes.
He would lose health every turn. He'd get the recover. He'd have recover.
But competitive would kick in.
No. If you had a Marvel Scale instead.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So then he could make it like really tanky on both sides.
Yes.
He could heal off the damage, and Melodic is amazing as we've seen. Although it's surprised that it's that easy to catch nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really regret that.
So we still have.
I'll go with Melodic.
Yeah.
You reason well for it.
No, I will argue we've left Jonathan with a massive fairy or ice weakness, and seeing as this is the same reason, like Daddy was saying, whenever you are the fire starter, you don't have to worry about other fires because there's rare. You would be completely uncaring about Mookie and his water fairy type if you have 2 dragon flying.
Well, I think that's probably the reason for Salazzle on my team, because the fire types sort out yours, and Salazzle more or less outspeeds a good chunk of the decks, and then the poison aspect of it then covers his fairy type.
But like your team, as it stands at the minute, will get completely walled by Primarina.
Potentially.
That's kind of what I'm iffying about. Have we got everyone with Mookie's, or are we still waiting?
One more on Mookie's team.
Can you get Clefairy on Melemele Island? I know you can get it.
You can't. It's in the.
I know you can get it further on in the area, patch of grass with Metagross.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think that would be a fantastic wall.
You're calling it the Metagross patch.
So it has to be a Gen 1.
Very telling.
Yes.
I mean, fuck. It's very limited, really.
It's not. They gave us all of them.
No, as in terms of like, I'm thinking like even like Alolan types as well.
Yeah.
Like surely no. Like Raichu's not in many islands.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. You can get Pichu in the first patch of grass.
Oh, he wouldn't go for Alolan Raichu, would he? Electric Train.
He could have gone for it. I'm trying to run through the map.
It would cover. It would cover. I mean, he already has a psychic type with the electric, the speed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like as you said, like Gen 7 is an inherently slow gen.
Yeah.
So sometimes just having as much speed as you can just works on those teams.
Is Mr. Mime in like the city, or
no? That's Ultra. I can say
that's an Ultra.
That's Ultra. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I could have used Alolan Meowth.
Persian, another fast one. Yeah, it's possible if you wanted to kill off my decision right quick.
We're struggling to think of what Gen 1 that he might have.
But Persian is terrible. Like you can one-shot it with anything, really. I mean...
there's a Fearow around the north side of the island. I'm trying to run through the map in my head.
No.
We've already have Arcanine down.
Yeah, I think...
Has he used Gyarados yet?
He hasn't.
There we go.
You
can get Magikarps aplenty in the Melemele Sea.
Yeah, so it's between either an Alolan Raichu or a Gyarados, which is the most effective there. I would go with Raichu because the Primarina does the water type.
Let's do the Raichu.
Yeah. Last thing,
I thought this would make it easier for you guys to guess. That's why I like the.
It's actually made it worse. It really has.
Like, I was actually afraid of will I actually say this or not.
Yeah.
Like, I thought
you actually would have been the most elusive in that case, I think. But
there were a couple of ones that I can say now I wanted to try to make happen as well.
Yeah.
Like
by the way,
Dalmace,
just for housekeeping, by the way, the Z move is on your Incineroar. Just to say, because I don't think it's a factor much on his team really.
I wanted to make Dalmace work.
Dalmace is a shame. It can do shit with it, you know, but
it's awkward. I might as well reveal who got fucked out of my team towards the end. It was Alolan and Ductrio.
Fair enough.
Its moveset is horrible for up until like the 40s when it gets Ironhead, because pretty much before then it's only ground moves.
He's not used Crobat yet. Or Golbat. Could he have a Golbat with Eviolite?
What the fuck?
Good point.
No, actually no.
Raichu. No.
Raichu,
yeah.
Raichu's way more likely. Sorry, I'd forgotten about that in my head. Whenever
I know, Mookie's an Eviolite mark, like, he'll use any excuse to use it, so...
So, our predictions...
Yes, our predictions officially are, James?
Yep.
Your predicted team is Incineroar.
Okay.
With the Z Crystal.
Okay.
Mega Metagross.
Okay, how do you know?
Alolan Executor.
Okay.
Alolan Ninetales.
Okay.
Carbink. And Milotic.
Okay.
My predicted team is Decidueye.
Yep.
Metagross with a Z move.
Yep.
Mega Salamence.
Yep.
Golisopod.
Yep.
Salazzle. And Dragonite.
Yep. You are going hell for leather.
Mookie, your one is Primarina.
I think he needs to.
Mega Metagross. Aricorio. Arcanine. Lycanroc with Z move. And Alolan Raichu. Champ is a melee, he says.
Yep.
Right.
He's probably going to win. Fuck him. So guys, we're going to cut here. And when we come back, it's going to be myself and James starting off once again.
Happy out.
Hello everybody.
Right.
Hello.
Game 1.
How are things?
So, we are now selecting our teams for battle number 1.
Yeah.
So really, the only one that matters is who you're sending out first.
Yep.
On this.
But of course it still forces you to pick the order.
Yes. As is tradition.
Which I've never gotten.
No.
Like, just decide the first 2 and...
I think it's for stuff like Roar because he allocates them a random number.
Well, actually, no. If you think ones like Zoroark depend on who...
Isn't it beside it?
What's that, sorry?
Who's beside it, isn't it?
No, it's decided by who's number 6.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't know that. Fun fact.
So,
this is us.
So here we go.
Right.
We're moving the sheet.
Yeah, let's do
Here
it.
we go.
Fair fight, James. Let's do it.
Shake hands.
And Mookie, you get to see this all unfold.
Yep.
Are you intrigued so far?
So,
I can't wait.
let's see. How are we on any of our predictions? Who's
right.
that fight ass?
Who's that hunky? White Cracker. Gremlin. Oh, you sneaky devil.
Oh,
I know what you're up to, mister.
Muck.
I know what you're up to.
Spell muck backwards.
No.
Hilarious.
It's so funny, Mook.
Yeah, wow, you're so good at this.
Okay, this is going to get off to a very
Hellacious
slow
start.
Yep.
Very slow rolling start.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, but
Okay.
So,
Oh, you're going for it.
Prankster.
Shit, you're going for it.
Prankster got nerfed in this gen.
Yes.
So that the only
it doesn't work against dark
doesn't
types.
work against dark types.
Yes.
Which very good prediction in your end.
Now, I know you're kind of calling your shot with a nickname. Is it a double twist?
Is it a double twist?
I can't see the nickname.
You'll see it yourself whenever it shows up. Okay.
Right.
Oh fuck, minimize.
Let's see. That's the second minimizing used.
Now, if I remember correctly, you are going for it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You remember
Cool.
correctly?
Yes.
Z
Do you
agility.
want to finish that sentence?
Well, accuracy doesn't matter for Z moves.
Yeah, that's the point.
Cool.
Did you actually go for
He went for it. Yeah, he went for Z explosion.
Yep.
The only other thing to think of maybe Giga Impact.
Maybe. Yeah.
And there we go.
That's all right.
Actually, I really love its nickname.
Not a loss.
Oilspill.
Yeah, it's a good name, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been paying attention for who's the best nickname out of this.
Okay.
Robin Hood, of course.
Yep.
You had to.
You have to.
I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Gotta do it to him.
And he can't explode.
And I can't. Well, I could explode.
Oh! Ah!
Shit! Somebody actually went for it.
Okay.
So this
Please,
is who
did you
I
go for Shadow Ball?
assumed you were going for.
Yes. Interesting.
And actually, I just made a giant mistake.
You made a complete fuck up there, son.
Yes. Because your Z move is special effective against yourself. Isn't
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yes, it is.
I went for Sinister Arrow Raid, yes!
Wow!
Oh, what a play!
Yeah.
What a fucking play!
Hoisted by your own.
Hoisted by my own Picard, quite literally.
Wow.
Oh.
No, that's gonna go.
It went slowly enough.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate about the games. Sometimes it goes slow enough where you're like, shit, did I have to survive?
Yeah.
Fucking ditto. Like, you've gone cheeky here. Like,
I've gone
Sableye
cheeky.
and ditto. That's mad. That's fascinating.
I wonder if you had quick powder. Like that couldn't have been the defense.
No, possibly not. Did you call it Batista?
Dave Bautista.
Fantastic. That is the correct. You're so close. The correct answer was Tiger Mask, but you were so close.
And I was right with the Incineroar.
Salamence.
Salamence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Right.
Is it gonna mega?
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's gonna get a free hit in.
I might survive that.
You should survive this.
Yeah, it's just
It's a tanky little shit.
it's a little comfort.
It is a little fucker. An absolute little fucker.
To him?
Yeah.
He's just a little gremlin.
No, he's a little shit.
You're burnt.
Oh,
He's
we're
a
low.
little fucking shit.
And
you're
the
burnt.
Shy Power 3 has already been.
Alright.
Alright.
I can live with that.
Okay. Spitfire. Okay.
Well, the nickname was kind of a little bit gamesmanship as well, because with the Mega it makes it look like an air with a jet fighter.
So he is your mega.
No, he's not.
He definitely was mega.
Yeah.
It was an option though.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Jonathan, are you gonna hang about for it?
No.
I've shown way too much of my hand. I want to have a...
I think you should have kept Ditto back.
Possibly.
What's that say?
I think you should have kept Ditto back.
Yeah.
I'm not
But I knew he was
Hang
going to
on
go.
now.
I knew he was going to go for a ghost move, and it was like, right, bot can come in on it easily.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
I had to kind of just
Gato is not predicted.
No. This is a risky one. Very, very risky by my This one was
expected.
yeah. This one's just basically because all of you knew like Gallipoli was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to do something different.
Okay. Also, I love the nickname.
The alternative one was oh my god.
Oh, goddamn! You survived.
Ooh, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah. I did
All
that.
right. Okay.
With the burn. He hasn't used a mega.
I haven't used Mega.
It's not Sableye. Oh shit.
That's what I was worried about. To be fair.
What is he?
Got another one in.
Oh, damn it!
So, if I went for Scald there, you would have died.
Possibly.
I just noticed.
Now, this is the one that I regretted adding to my team.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Poseidon. Wow. Okay. Well, so our business is about to pick up for you, isn't it?
Is it gonna burn?
Well, no. No, it's not. So, you're going to have Thunderbolt in that.
Has to.
Yeah. It is inevitable.
It's really not this.
His one unblinking eye.
Taser. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Is this? Oh.
No, you predicted me on that.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't think it. I thought
and a
you'd
life
avoid
orb
it
as well.
just for-
Yeah, that's smart. That is smart. It's touch and go, lads. Because I am on the back foot here. I'm still we're just kind of dancing at the moment.
Well, yeah, we're dancing. No one's given any real ground yet.
Yeah.
I was 50-50. Were you going to use a book move or?
It was an option.
Yeah.
No, that Thunder was the.
You lost some of your own HP there.
Yeah, I've got life orb with him.
Yeah.
Who it's the two? They're both
Risky
really
click today.
slow.
You went through him.
That's
You
it.
sound like you're
Just
marine.
Dancing.
Just have to wait until it
Okay, fair enough.
comes down.
Fair enough.
Okay, not a good job.
Yeah. That was inevitable.
Yeah. You're already burnt. And at
Yeah.
least you intimidated me so that I didn't lose as much in the
No.
recoil.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a saving grace for you, to be fair.
Yeah.
Pretty certain it's going to be another bloody swap out now. Either side.
Okay.
I was covering you in case you swapped.
Right.
Oh, outrage. Okay, I'm screwed here. I'm fucked.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's smart enough, yeah.
So, what do we make of this so far?
Intriguing. It's still in the balance for me.
Shite house.
Like,
Yeah.
in all fairness, there's only been one loss so far.
Yeah,
No,
but
there's one loss each.
yeah,
It's been really fucking slow.
Yeah.
it is. But hopefully business will pick up soon enough.
Oh, damn.
I did some damage. That's all I needed.
Some damage,
Yeah.
Okay, so are we going to see your Metagross come out to join us?
Come out to play. Possible.
So at this rate, he might still have his Golisopod. We've seen he has Oh, wait a second.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry. So at this rate, we've seen that he has the that schooling fish.
Yeah.
So that's one of those predictions.
Wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of his name. Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, I can no longer escape.
Yeah.
More shithousery from me.
For now, anyway.
And you outspeed. Oh, I outspeed!
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
That's a mistake from my part.
Yeah.
That is a
Am I
mistake.
in
It's
Blaze
gonna-
range?
You were in blaze
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
I was banking on you at speed. Me at speeding you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. Well, in fairness, I killed myself there.
Oh well, that's okay. That's fine. In that case, then.
Okay, so we're 2 down each.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Still, anything can happen.
Anything
Yeah.
can happen.
Fairly, like, ridiculously.
Yeah, it's actually really even.
Fuck.
Right. Actually, no, you're down 3, I'm down 2.
Yeah, no, I'm one with a burn as well. So
Just give it a double switch. What could he do with save one?
not looking good,
I
lads.
can recover. Jonathan stayed in, so what's he using? Okay.
Boom! Got him.
Ouch.
Right, that's good news. Now I can see the rest of your team.
Ah, god damn it.
Show and tell.
Come out to play, James.
You've really brought the power so far,
Who has?
Jonathan.
Mookie
You're more
knows-
plastic
yeah.
shite Valkyrie, but we sort of called him on the just pure pure lack of bullshit. Just all power. It's not true.
Aha!
Oh, here
Yeah. I talked myself out of Aegis Slash, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. So
I thought he
it's
wasn't
not,
in it.
It's not normally available. There's a thing called Island Scan.
we go. Oh, the island scan shit.
Of course.
And through Island Scan, you can get a couple of.
Yeah, you can get like
normally
starters
available.
now.
Yeah.
So that is.
That is no. We'll accept that.
No,
that's
that's-
fair. Yeah.
No, it's part of the
It's
game.
in it.
Yeah, for a reason. Toxic, eh?
Shreds, you say.
2 shreds, you say. Curious. Obviously, you'll have King Shield, which obviously you're not going to be able to use because of reasons.
Shield.
Yes. I've now got the speed advantage, which I'd be very happy with.
I don't know why you thought I couldn't use King Shield.
No, but as in, you didn't use it in that turn.
It's more while the shield is up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So,
What? I missed it.
it's Roost.
Yeah.
Give it a thunderbolt! Give it a thunderbolt!
Okay.
Not great.
You've dealt with him before plenty. You've seen my full team at this stage.
I probably have, but I can't remember. As is often the case.
Yeah.
And leftovers, naturally.
Yeah. Now, I have to wonder, are you going to roost on this turn? Or are you going to give it up?
That's the question because you're likely to King Shield.
I'm likely to King Shield, yeah. Or are you going to try to salvage?
Depends on what you want. Depends on what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess right. Because Toxic would take me down regardless. So
Yeah.
you have there's no reason for you to attack.
Yeah. I'm just feeling like...
Quite a healthy
that's-
margin.
What's that?
Quite a healthy margin.
Yeah, but you're still getting more toxic. You're still getting more damage through.
That's
toxic
yeah,
per turn.
I do get that.
This is probably your last turn if you're keeping him alive.
Yeah, more than likely.
So. Okay.
Just be clear there, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh. So what were you planning on doing? What were you planning on doing?
Yeah, that's the burning question, James, isn't it?
Burning question, you say. He has flamethrower.
Not possible. Fuck. Could have gone for an attack there, in fairness.
You could have.
Yeah.
I had wondered would you try to swap out on that turn and send in something good and strong.
Yeah, something dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind now, but that kind of forced my hand now for this turn too.
Yep.
Fucking hate this flash, man. I hate it.
I
It's
know.
genuinely one of the ones I genuinely do despise.
I
Like,
love it.
Yeah, that's why I hate it. That's why. Because I can't brute force it to death. I can't kill it off.
Yep.
I can't murder it to death. Such a stally team as well. Like, fuck me, like Sableye as well. Fucking Ditto. My god, man.
Well, no, Ditto hasn't gotten to show himself just yet.
I know, but that's kind of a good thing in a way. But
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
long
good.
last.
That's
Long
good.
last.
This is slow as shit, but
Yeah, it's a really slow battle. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Get gentle all over again.
Yeah, it is actually. It feels it. Really does feel it.
That
but
should be that.
the paralysis is gonna really help out. Like
You didn't survive. Oh, you did.
like you could fuck up his king shield just from the paralysis.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that they.
That is the
Fucking around dynamic has changed a lot
Yes.
once paralysis comes in. So.
She's amazing.
Love it. Okay, here we go.
But at the same time, you're burnt at the minute, and that serves me to stay in defense mode.
That's reasonable enough.
Like I have no incentive to leave
Yeah.
defense mode.
You can't toxic him down. It's your
No,
fastest way to.
no, I can't toxic him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So unless I'm slower,
Oh, you will be slower with the thunder wave.
oh yeah, actually,
Yeah. My hope is that paralysis will do us a solid there.
and leave me in
Shit's Creek.
right. Okay. How many are you down to now?
2.
This and Salamence, isn't it?
No, Silence is gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how many do you have left?
4, I think.
Yeah.
I see. I can't see from his screen.
Yeah. I'll tell you once the animation's done.
I don't remember seeing the rest of your team, but that's the thing. I can't remember. I know you have Metagross.
No, I
yeah.
have 3. I have 3 left.
You have 3 left. Okay.
And you have this one and... Damn, I actually should have written down...
You haven't seen number 6 yet.
Your Metagross. Your other Gen 3. We just know it's a Gen 3 one.
So let's usually say blind too.
Yes,
all
that's part of my course. Like that is totally what I'm.
Buster.
Yeah, exactly what I do.
Quick look.
Yeah, that was my risky strategy on it because I had something far more evil in mind.
Oh, paralysis.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm in defense mode, so this is fine for me to...
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Still, any odd miss is good.
Yeah.
He's got to knock him out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Otherwise, no, like if you don't get it with wishy-washy, you...
Have you seen his 6th?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
That's unlucky.
That is unlucky. That is unlucky.
And then it uses roost somehow.
Well, it is floating, in fairness.
Give us a middle finger to the whole crowd.
Can't wait for Galarian Aegislash so you can do that. Alright. Decide again, that's smart enough, yeah.
Yeah. And this is more, I don't want to risk it coming down to the wire and me losing on technicality.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Alright, and you're going to... Right.
Give it a thunderbolt.
You are. And I was hoping for a claw there.
Oh well.
How well indeed.
So this is number 6 who we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
It's going to be Metagross, isn't it?
It's gotta be. Ah, of course it was.
Yeah.
I'm digging the nicknames here. Both sides.
Okay, so this is where I lose.
Is it gonna go out with a bang?
I think this is going... No, it can't go out with a bang, can it? Well, it can still mega...
Hold on. It's not over yet.
Oof. No, that's not enough. That's not enough. I've lost.
We'll see.
I've
Oh,
lost.
does it get the attack?
No, I was hoping for the attack, but
No attack was.
I've lost on this, unfortunately.
card the card last.
Somebody explode! Please, God, just
on
let me
now.
see it
Yeah,
for
right,
once!
that's it over.
Alright.
Oh!
Don't believe her. I don't believe it.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my god!
What?
My Aegislash with 1 HP and my Metagross with 4 HP left.
That's unbelievable. Fuck.
There we go.
That's gutting.
There we
That's
go.
fucking gutting.
Oh. Lads.
Man, that's awful.
Well.
That's terrible. I am fucking gutted about that. I really am.
That was just too close.
That was an intense match.